It all started with Anjanabai, the mother of sisters Seema and Renuka. Anjana had built a career as a notorious thief, pickpocketing and snatching jewelry in crowded places. From an early age, she inducted her children into a life of crime by teaching them how to pickpocket in overcrowded marketplaces and during religious festivals in small towns throughout Maharashtra, western India. And the sisters took to the life of crime as quickly as a fish takes to water. With their next steps into kidnapping and murder, they gave a whole new definition to the term heartless. Santosh was their first victim. He was just 18 months old when the sisters kidnapped him. Later they banged his head against an electric pole and discarded his body under an auto rickshaw, because he would not stop crying. Azam Sarode, a human rights activist closely working on their case, stated. And after that, during the next 6 years, they continued their horrendous career by seizing dozens of children and discarding them after they had fulfilled their purposes. Most of the children were beaten to death, their little heads bashed in, thrown down a flight of stairs, or drowned in lakes. The story of the notorious sisters was also the inspiration for the 2019 Indian Hindi-language psychological thriller, Poshampar. The title refers to a popular nursery rhyme, but the film theme depicts the mass murder of children by the killer sisters. The criminal career of their mother Anjana started when her first husband, a truck driver, deserted the family following the birth of Renuka. Soon Anjana became a hardened criminal with more than 125 cases of theft to her name across multiple Indian states. She married again, but her second husband, a retired soldier named Mohan Gavit, also left her, citing her wayward ways. The sisters brutally outperformed their mother by bashing the infants against electric poles, throwing them downstairs, hanging them upside down from ceilings, and even chopping up their bodies once the theft was successfully executed. Azam Sarode, a human rights activist, recalls a case of brutality. Horror has multiple faces, and the worst of all is ordinariness. The sisters look like normal, middle-class girls doing routine work. They can be easily lost among the crowd, making them even more dangerous and unpredictable. It would be impossible for an average person to imagine such evil lurking nearby, waiting to kill their loved ones in cold blood. Serial killer sisters are caught. Anjana's revenge on her ex-husband Mohan proved to be the downfall of the trio, as she ordered the sisters to kidnap his infant daughter. But Mohan's wife Pratima was able to call the police in time, and Anjana, her 2 daughters, and Renuka's husband were arrested. One police investigator remembers all 3 of them being tough nuts to crack, as he said. In 2001, the Kolhapur Sessions Court in the Maharashtra state of India sentenced Seema and Renuka to death. However, in January 2022, the High Court commuted their death sentences to life in prison. The sisters are currently incarcerated at Yewada Central Jail, a high-security prison in Yewada, Pune in Maharashtra.